could have caused that. I thought Light had gotten a hold of the death note and just started writing people's names in it at random at the concert. 11 heart attacks? His music isn't going that hard that it's just sending people to an early grave. Like, yeah, he had a pretty crazy Fortnite concert, I guess, but kids weren't dropping like flies because it was just giving them a heart attack. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I thought, like, okay, maybe there was like overdoses or like a shooter or something. Aliens invaded. Like, how the fuck are this many people getting hurt and dying at that concert? It wasn't until after stream where I looked into it, and it is truly disgusting how avoidable this whole thing was. So, first of all, it is Travis's fault. I see a lot of people defending him for some reason on social media. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for this tragedy as everyone else around him. I'm not going to share any videos for obvious reasons. It's really disturbing. There are just like golf cart ambulances going through the crowd with people dancing on top of them and preventing them from getting to people that needed assistance. There's videos of people performing CPR in mass on a bunch of bodies around them because people were just literally falling over unconscious, needing to be resuscitated. There's a video of Travis Scott who is looking at someone's body being crowd surfed towards the front to get it out of the way. It's this guy's body, and it's being pushed over everyone's head, and Travis Scott is looking at it and continues to sing. Now, that clip in particular is extremely popular and been floating around everywhere, but it's not the full clip. In the full clip, Travis Scott actually picks that guy out and tells security to pick him up and get him out.
This is the reason why I, like, wholeheartedly and completely was like, oh no, he knew and he fucked up. Like, if there is like ambulances or whatever, or if there's like people fucking in the margins and the edges, like that are getting EMS or anything like that, that's one thing. But if Travis Scott himself personally saw that people were getting escorted out and he kept fucking singing, no shot. You're at fault. You are also responsible. Obviously, the organizers, the people that sold extra tickets, the people that did not fucking control the situation, the people that did not inform Travis Scott that he has to stop the music immediately, they too are at fault. But Travis Scott is also personally responsible for recognizing that, no, don't say the stage lights are blinding, you can't see the crowd. We already showed an instance where Travis Scott literally stopped the performance in the past. And also in this circumstance, you have to understand, he stopped the performance, as in he understood that there were people that were in a state of disarray, in a chaotic situation. He saw people that were already in pain. He saw his fans in pain. He clearly saw what the fuck was going on, and then he kept singing. You can't do that. Like, you just, when you notice that, like, there's straight up people getting fucking brutalized in front of you, I thought he had no idea. Okay? I thought he had no fucking clue. And that is a super chaotic situation, and it's on the fucking production behind the scenes, and it's on the stage manager behind the scenes to fucking inform the artist to literally stop. But he personally did see that. He personally did stop, which means, despite all the fucking lights and shit like that, clearly he saw.
Out of there. He noticed that he was unconscious and security was working their best to get him out of there. But then he goes right back to singing as they're trying to get him out. So people immediately start like fucking bumping and grinding on the people that are trying to get the body out. They're literally twerking on the security.
I don't care about fucking him deleting tweets of him telling fans to break in. That stuff is seasoning. Who cares? That's stupid.
Security guards trying to get a corpse out of there. And it doesn't make Travis look any better, in my opinion, because it shows that he was very well aware that people were literally falling over unconscious at his
like, even when I saw this video, I was like, this is such an insane situation that, like, maybe the lights were blinding him and he had no fucking idea, because it just, like, at first when you see it, you're like, no shot does any human that sees another human being that's a fan of his unconscious in front of his fucking eyes, like, continue to ignore and, like, hum him a lullaby, okay? In auto-tune as he's being crowd surfed to a fucking ambulance. Like, that's not like what a human being would do. Well, guess what? Travis Scott did do that. I fucking literally thought that it's so beyond the pale that it's like not something that I was like, there's no ways. The lights probably were blinding him. He probably had no fucking idea. It just doesn't matter. He did, because he had stopped it already. Travis Scott and the Astro World Festival organizers have been hit with their first lawsuit. They consciously ignore the extreme risks of harm to concert goers, and in some cases actively encourage and fomented dangerous behaviors. Get fucked? Wait, what? Why am I getting fucked? Did this guy just like come into right? I feel like sometimes people just like come into my chat and they don't read or they don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. They're like, yo, fuck you. I guess he's saying get fucked to Travis. You just added me before. I didn't mean you, bro. Oh, sorry. I mean, he added me right before, so that's why I thought he was talking about me.
Concert and still continued to sing without trying to address it and maybe like giving it a break and trying to get the crowd reorganized so people would stop dying like that body he had just pointed out. Travis Scott from the stage can see the ambulance going through and he did nothing to stop the concert. He didn't say, whoa, let's all settle down. Let's go.
I've worked on stages. The lights don't blind you at all. Dude, you are so wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? It depends on how the lights are set up. What? What do you mean? What? That's just not true at all, dude. What? I've been on stages. Like, I've performed on stages. It is entirely dependent on, like, what the fuck, what you're talking about. Linda Ralu, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Get you a second to watch your boss lose his girl to Leo DiCaprio. Dude, why was I not invited to this, dude? Oh my God, dude. Dude, listen, I'm going to just say something here, okay? This is totally fucking not related to the issue that we were looking at and covering, but like, I just wouldn't fuck with Jeff Bezos in this way, okay? If I knew Jeff Bezos had a new hot girlfriend, I would just stay away, okay? Because he has the power to murder you, dude. I mean, I guess like Leonardo DiCaprio is like the one guy that he can't kind of like murder and get away with. But like he literally could murder you. Like Jeff Bezos could assassinate you. You know what I mean? Like if he wanted to, he could assassinate you. Straight up. He could literally assassinate you and get away with it. Thank you, Fluffy Jack Hammer for the 5 get the subs. He got a heart attack gun aimed at him right now. Leo has always pulled and continues to. Bro, come on. This lady, Leonardo DiCaprio is talking to her right now to be like, you have any daughters that are like, 19? You kidding me, dude? I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio has been inside of anything that is over the age of 26, okay? Are you out of your mind, dude? He's like way too old. Last time Leonardo DiCaprio was inside of something that was like over the age of 19 was a fucking bear, okay? For the movie Revenant. That's it. Okay, I'm done with the Leo jokes. All right, let's keep going. I hope you're wrong because this gross as fuck. No, I am not wrong. Relax, bro. I'm gonna cancel you. PhD in being bald. Anyway, let's keep going with this.
What's going on? Let's stop this. Travis Scott is just as much to blame for what happened here as everyone else. Now, the majority of the responsibility for the situation that happened falls on the organizers of the event. The cause of all of this was overcrowding. What was happening is people were dying from being put.
I just want to point something here. This person said, first of all, ableism level 2, unacceptable. He said, some autist Googling bear age span right now. I just want to go up a little bit higher. Because I literally saw someone go. Actually, the average bear lifespan is 24, so probably not true. This is why I love Twitch streaming, dude. This is why I love Twitch streaming. This is just like, this is so much content just in the chat. You got owned, admit it. Yeah. We know the fucking the Reddit chart of Leo's girlfriends. All right, we're derailing. Go back to this.
Pushed by the crowd. It's called crowd crush. People weren't necessarily getting trampled. They were literally getting asphyxiated due to the pressure of all of the bodies around them constantly pushing on them. They couldn't breathe. So they were literally just standing and suffocating, from what I understand. What's even wilder is that this isn't even the first time it's happened at Astroworld. In 2019, 3 people died from a stampede. So they're clearly not very good at handling crowds. In fact, they don't do anything about it. There were so many videos of people begging the organizers last night to stop the concert and like get people to stop dying. And their response was no. It was like that scene in fucking Watchmen. They'll cry out for help and I'll whisper, no, we're going sicko mode. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, Travis Scott put out a tweet saying how devastated he is. Bro, you could literally see people dying from where you were on stage. You looked at a dead body. You looked at a corpse being transported and still continued to sing. You literally...
To be fair, he was like singing auto-tune. He was humming at the corpse to bring it back to life, I think. Ritualistic sacrifice stuff. Like, you might not know about that. It's whatever. I'm Illuminati. I do know. But like, for real, I mean, it was like that is an insane fucking video. And if you are in any way like even in the margins of like radicalization and you see that and you're like, that's it, it's over, that is satanic. You know what I mean? That's like literally the most satanic shit you could ever see as a person who believes that, like, you know, the new world order is upon us and shit like that. The moment I saw that video, I was like, nope, that's over, dude. That is like, this is going to break people's brains. I didn't know that kid was dead, though. I don't think he knew that that kid was dead. Regardless, though, like, he's clearly not, or I don't even know if that kid was dead. I don't even, is that confirmed? Or was he just like passed out? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. Clearly, he's not having a good time, bro. You think it's when you see someone that's like fucking unconscious, being body surfed, crowd surfed over to the fucking EMTs, and you make eye contact with the fucking, a person whose arms are fucking flailing and shit. He did not end up dying, or he did end up dying. Yeah, he was unconscious regardless. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's nuts. He didn't die. He had a seizure. Okay. I didn't want to do this. Noah B keeps writing in the chat because he read the fucking article. This article details every single thing that happened with the timeline. For 37 minutes after Houston police and firefighters responded to a mass casualty event at a packed Astroworld rap concert where attendees were crushed against the stage this Friday evening, Travis Scott continued performing. Police officials said the promoter, Live Nation, agreed to cut the show shortly after multiple collapsed at 9:38 p.m., but concert attendees said Scott appeared to play his whole set and finished at 10:15 p.m. Concert staff ignored pleas from fans to halt the show, including some who climbed onto camera platforms to point out others who had collapsed and needed medical attention. A review of videos and social media posts that documented one of the deadliest concerts in U.S. history raises questions about the official timeline of events put forth by local officials, the swiftness of their response, and their ability to communicate effectively with concert promoters during the disaster. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said he had enough officers on site to handle a crowd of 50,000. Oh, conspiracy nuts already are fucking going buck wild with this? Of course they are, dude. Travis Scott's Astrofest ritual sacrifice strategically pulled off by the Jesuits. Truth Seeker Network sees a Houston tragedy days after Houston Astros take an L in the World Series. Drake sports a Houston Astros jersey. What? Drake and Travis Scott born exactly 66 months and 6 days apart? So, but he also said he could not have abruptly ended the show for fear of sparking a riot that his department could not control. That's bullshit. Valetieri, that's like on the cops. That takes some of the blame away from Live Nation and also Travis Scott, for the record. What the fuck were they doing? The delay restricted the movement of first responders who were still transporting limp bodies when Scott finished his final song, Goosebumps. 8 people died, including 14 and 16-year-old high school students. Scores were injured. Said the plans and procedures between promoters, showrunners, and local officials outline exactly how to pull the plug on a show. Neither would comment publicly because Live Nation, the company that managed Astroworld, is a dominant force in entertainment booking. Often a performer with a high energy and complex performance such as Scott's would have a direct line to a producer or a stage manager via an earpiece. Yep. The producer manager would be in constant contact and have the ability to practically at any time tell a performer what's going on. Okay, so this article is literally describing everything I've said since yesterday without even fucking first-hand knowledge of what the fuck was going on, while chat was like screaming at me one way or the other because I wasn't like 100% in line with what they were saying. Cancellation come from various people along the process, ranging from the artists themselves, the promoters, and the police. Stage crews can, in a matter of seconds if necessary, turn off all power to the stage and broadcast safety and security messages on video boards and all over the audio system. 1,000%. Live Nation did not use the PA system or video boards to broadcast any safety messages Friday evening, attendees said. Yup. Absolutely. The procedures are especially common when promoters hold outdoor shows. Free Press Summer Fest held across multiple stages and in multiple venues in Houston area over the past decade, canceled and restarted performance in a matter of minutes as rain moved into an area in 2015 and 2016. On Friday, the concert began with early signs of trouble. So we already brought that up. You know, people stormed ahead of time. There were people already being trampled in the fucking rush. There were people being detained. It wasn't the first time fans have breached the fences. They've done this in Travis Scott shit before. In February 2018, Scott pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct in Arkansas. After police said he urged fans to rush the stage and bypass security at a 2017 concert, Scott paid a fine of nearly $7,500 according to a news report about the incident. So like this sort of stuff also brings the blame back to Travis Scott by saying like he makes his fans go fucking buck wild. He urges his fans to do like bad shit that go against like the safety of concert goers, putting the safety of concert goers at fault. Okay. Hidalgo said officials had learned from the 2019 festival and shored up fencing in an attempt to prevent more breaches. Finner said police quickly responded to the fans who stormed the VIP checkpoint. So I was right. They were storming the VIP checkpoint. That wasn't a major breach. That was something we quickly got under control. There were other red flags. Around 5 p.m. during Don Tolliver's set, he saw a woman who passed out by a concession stand being treated by fans with no medical in sight. Also told you this stuff happens regularly. People take drugs, people drink a lot. They're braving the elements out there. And then also on top of that, they don't drink enough water. Why? Because Live Nation wants to maximize their revenue. Okay? Let me tell you something, folks. When you go to a festival and there isn't like free water being passed out, and you already paid like however much, like $300 for a fucking wristband or some shit, that's deliberate because they want to milk you. Okay? They're like, oh, is there inelastic demand? Do you need literally fucking water to survive? Well, guess what? There's a water station in bumfuck nowhere, okay, with a massive fucking line in front of it. You can either get it from there or you can give me $12 for a fucking shitty ass little Dasani water bottle full of piss, okay, full of piss water. They do that on purpose because they want you to fucking either die or pay money to get the water. I'm just letting you know. Was out of the norm the excessive force the audience members were using to get close to the stage, mounting chaos. Anyway. Concert goers were hopping barricades because of the overcrowding. Security staff with his flashlight was treating a man lying prone. Scott began performing at 9:06. At that time, 50,000 people are beginning to press towards the stage. At approximately 9 o'clock, 9:15, the crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage. That caused some panic and started causing some injuries. At 9:11, never forget, concert goer Eric Daniels, 47, began taking video of attendees trying to escape the section closest to the stage. Timestamps from the videos he and others took reveal a chronology of the mounting chaos. There's fans climbing speakers, climbing speaker rigging to escape the crush, unable to move in the throng. She described those moments as the scariest in her life. People are getting pushed around. There's like a tidal wave of human bodies. People are crying. They're trying to leave, but they're being fucking sucked in. It's like a wave of human beings at that point. As Scott noticed a man who had climbed the tree for a better view, fans to the left of the stage were screaming for a medic and waving their hands to get attention. Scott launched into his song, No Bystanders. Daniels filmed staff performing chest compressions on an unresponsive man in the crowd at 9:28. It was devastating because we saw people who were oblivious, enjoying the concert and celebrating, while right next to them, there's somebody on the ground fighting for their life. For the record, that is the reason why I originally said there is like a chaotic situation. So blaming the entirety on fucking Travis Scott is silly. Okay? Blaming the holding the weight of that overall responsibility on Travis Scott is silly for this specific reason. Because like the fucking bystanders don't even know what the fuck's going on, and they're literally right next to one another, okay? Fuck, wait, I missed it. Where did it go? How did I just miss it? Yeah. Oh, see? Chatters know what chatter I'm talking about. Where is he? The 99-cent wage guy or whatever. I was going to fucking ban his ass. Said your mic sounds like shit and I can't find it. Oh, you guys banned him already? You sniped him before I could? Oh my god, dude. That was fucking fizz. That was quicker than me, dude. What the fuck? God damn. 40K people, and that's the comment you see, bro? No, I mean, I see everything. At 9:30 p.m., concert attendees began reporting an ambulance moving through a crowd. A minute later, Scott acknowledged the ambulance, stopped performing to encourage the crowd to make room, then launched into one of his songs, Upper Echelon. He told the crowd he wants to hear the ground shake. Then at 9:34, Scott began performing Lost Forever. Moments later, a woman and at least one man climbed a camera position and pleaded with the camera operator to alert the officials. Houston officials said a mass casualty incident occurred and police saw multiple people collapse at 9:38. This is the moment where it's over. Like, this is when Travis Scott should be like, okay, we're stopping. Okay? This is the moment where Travis Scott should be like, fucking, we're stopping this. Finner said a security guard was knocked unconscious after someone injected him in the neck with an unknown drug. The guard recovered after he was given Narcan, which is used for opioid overdoses. It was unclear if others in the crowd suffered overdoses in the same way. Suddenly, we had several people down on the ground experiencing some type of cardiac arrest and some type of medical episode. Larry Satterwhite, executive assistant chief of the Houston Police Department. And so we immediately started doing CPR and moving people right then. And that's when I went and met with the promoters in Live Nation, and they agreed to end early in the interest of public safety. Finner said the conversation with concert promoters focused on how to safely end the concert without causing a riot of upset fans. Meanwhile, the show went on. At 9:42 p.m., Scott stopped performing the song Skeletons to warn, we need somebody to help. There's someone passed out up here. Scott urged security to jump in as the beat behind him continued. After about 30 seconds, Scott moved as a man was lifted unconscious on the ground. A minute later, fans began chanting, stop the show, as Scott resumed the song. At 9:53 p.m., the fire department dispatched 12 more units. By 10 p.m., more than 20 minutes after the mass casualty incident, the concert was showing no signs of stopping as hip-hop artist Drake took the stage with Scott and launched into the song Knife Talk. As the song continued, fans began jumping on some of the emergency vehicles responding to the chaos. Bro, like, that's insane, dude. He's like, all right, we stopped the concert a bunch of times, but I think now it's time to fucking, bring Drake out. That's always a good time to bring Drake out when you got people dying in front of you. Oh shit, people are dying in front of me? All right, bring out Drake. Okay. Evans, standing to the left of the stage, said the crowd's initial push towards the stage had eased, but Drake's arrival caused fans to get chaotic again. There were some people trying to get medics to come by our area twice because I think someone passed out. Scott and Drake launched into sicko mode. And now it's over. When you play sicko mode, it's done. City officials said the concert ended at 10:10 p.m., but attendees said the show ended at 10:15. The final song, Goosebumps. Scott had performed all his planned songs, and 8 people died. If the last thing I ever heard was sicko mode, my spirit would never rest. I think it's the promoter telling he has to play all his songs so he doesn't have to refund. Yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but like, this is the matter of interest here, okay? This, to me, the main point here, the failure in communication, the breakdown in communication, at 9:38 p.m., when it was declared a mass casualty incident, it's done after that. You can't just fucking keep performing every song, dude. And the people who are saying like it's entirely on Travis Scott, no, it's not entirely on Travis Scott. And the reason for why it's not entirely on Travis Scott is because the cops and the fire marshal have the power to stop it. There are stage managers that have the power to stop the music, as I've said time and time again. There are people in his ear that could be like, bro, this is a mass casualty incident right now. Because that communication is happening. What do you think? How do you think he knows Drake is about to come out? Because someone is in his ear. Okay? So that means that channel is being used to fucking tell Travis Scott that like, yo, Drake is about to come out. Time for sicko mode. Okay? That channel is being used for that, but it's not being used to tell him like, yo, the cops are here and it's a fucking literal like, you know, mass casualty incident, dude. If the cops had the power to shut down a Doors concert because Jim Morrison's cock was showing through his pants, they could have shut this show down at any time and they chose not to. That's what it came out so fast. The bullshit injection stories. What the fuck? So what this shows me is that like faulting Travis Scott and shifting the blame exclusively to Travis Scott is silly. Okay? It is a failure of epic proportions in every step of this process. From cops to Travis Scott, to stage managers, to people that were on the Live Nation side that talked to the cops to be like, yeah, it would be a riot if we stopped. If Travis Scott didn't literally sing every single one of his songs, even though this is a mass casualty incident, and bring Drake out, there will be a riot here. Like, no, motherfucker. No, the fuck it wouldn't. That's crazy. Check the footage of the girl who tries to get the cameraman. Yeah, you guys are silly as fuck for like constantly posting that. Okay? What the fuck's a random cameraman gonna do, bro? Like, you have no understanding of the hierarchy of production, okay? You're literally constantly like, everyone keeps fucking bringing that back to me and being like, dude, look at this video. Yeah, it's a really fucking jarring video, but what the fuck can a camera guy do, dude? He can't stop the show. Motherfucker, cops went up to the fucking Live Nation producers and they couldn't stop the show. He has a radio. He could have fucking informed it, but like, they don't know what the fuck's going on. People are fucking screaming and shit. They're over there trying to film the process. You said the same thing. The fuck they want him to point the camera. You guys are failing to comprehend that, like, if in a chaotic situation like that, the camera guy is literally the one with like no fucking, the one with the least amount of responsibility. Okay? Like the least amount of responsibility. He's there to just fucking record. Okay? He's there to point the camera and to continue for Apple to be able to live stream the process. Okay? Especially when like the fucking stage manager is not ending the thing, or like the Live Nation executives that are there are not ending the fucking process. What's the camera guy gonna do? Oh yeah, we gotta stop this, bro. I'm turning off my camera now. Hey, we should stop this. Okay, fuck off. All right, I guess I have to keep pointing the camera now. He has a radio, which apparently he did end up using to get 2 medics to come out, but they still didn't stop the show, even though at this point they clearly knew it's criminal negligence. If you watch the clip, you can tell the cameraman didn't even hear a word she was saying because of his noise-canceling headphones. She was yelling behind him, and he was startled as she entered his frame of view. Yeah, like, dude, it's just like, don't. Fucking 40-year-old camera guy standing on a fucking rafters, like, can't hear shit. He's literally just like filming the fucking process for Apple, making sure that he's like, you know, getting everything. And you guys are like, nah, dude, I can't believe he didn't fucking personally save people. Anyway. Let's keep going.
He gave it a walk-off song. This dude's dead body was being pushed over the crowd. Travis was looking at it and was like singing him into Valhalla. Like, you knew what was going on and still decided not to stop the concert. You are responsible. Travis Scott in 2015 and 2017 also had problems where he encouraged the crowd to like hop barricades and storm the stage, creating like a really unsafe concert environment. Travis Scott treats his concerts like he's still playing Fortnite and he's just trying to increase his kill to death ratio. It's fucking nuts. And the people that are trying to defend him are stupid. Like, you're just dumb. He is not an idiot. He could see all the chaos going out there. Ambulance, literally looking at a dead body. And he, at any point...
I don't even agree with, like, the ambulance or the looking at the dead body, but he literally saw it. Like, at first I thought he didn't recognize how bad the situation was, but, like, the fact that he stopped the show implies that he saw what the fuck was going on and continued the show. That's when I was like, that's it. He's definitely responsible. Like, he has a responsibility. Is a share of blame. It's so fucking crazy to me that, like, the fact that he continued humming when this dude was like being fucking like transferred via body surfing in front of him, like after he had already stopped once, is insane. Like, it's such an insane thing that I literally thought he saw the ambulance and AMS and said, "What the fuck is that? There's no way." Yeah, he did. He apparently stopped it after he saw it once, as we read. Moaned him into Valhalla. Okay, stop. We already watched the Chauncey video. He probably thought it was just someone dehydrated. You see it happen at every festival, like Warped Tour back in the day. People always getting carried to the tents. Yeah, no, I understand that. But, like, that's why I'm saying, like, a fucking producer should have been like, dude, we got to stop this shit. This is crazy.
Could have said, whoa, let's fucking stop. Let's put the brakes on this operation here. Let's address what's going on and just maybe postpone the concert or reorganize people so we're not just this giant wave of meat that is killing people. Like, there was plenty of opportunity for him to stop it. But yes, I do agree. Travis Scott didn't design the venue himself. That responsibility falls on the organizers, who for some reason have no idea how to handle crowds. So they just have this massive group of people in an area that's too tight for them up front, and it caused the crowd crush. Now, I do understand that there were a lot of people that were entering the concert illegally, like they were hopping the fence and busting through the security checkpoints.
That in no way is as fucking damaging or as bad as, like, booking a venue that you cannot control, like booking to the degree that you cannot control. It doesn't matter. People are like, oh, dude, that venue could hold 200,000 people, but they only sold 50,000. Doesn't matter, dude. Then you fucking hire more people. Like,
so there were more people than anticipated, but there are still ways to combat that. There's absolutely things they could have done, such as stopping the concert when people started dying. People were begging them to stop the concert, the organizers, not just Travis Scott. There's a video of a girl who climbed up one of the camera towers and was telling him the situation. His response was, "Get the fuck down." Like, there were plenty of times where organizers could have stopped the concert. This isn't one of those situations where there was nothing they could do to stop what was happening. It's not like it was Thanos and it was inevitable or whatever. A Travis Scott concert isn't some kind of natural disaster like a hurricane where you can't go outside and just yell, "Hey, halt, stop, hurricane," and expect it to stop. But here you absolutely could do that and expect it to stop because it's just a concert. Fucking lead singers walk off stage all the time.
Noah B is 100% correct. The vital info we still need is if the Live Nation people communicated to Travis Scott about the knowledge they had about it being a mass casualty event 40 minutes before it finished. If they did tell Travis Scott and he continued to fucking sing, then he is a giant piece of shit and he has a lot of fucking responsibility here, okay? He could be charged and should be charged criminally if he continued to fucking play through all of his entire set and bring Drake out. You know what I mean? It's criminal negligence. If they didn't, then the Live Nation producers fucked up big time. Charge Drake too. Okay, this guy is just a Kanye stan. Okay, bro, fuck Drake. Charge Drake too, bro. Yeah, Drake, you're going to jail, buddy. Guess what? I hate it. Hate it. What is happening? Well, how can I just turn? Okay, there it is. Drake, you're going to jail, dude. Guess who's going to jail tonight, Drake? You. CLB was trash. Donda better. Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Time, and the concert ends on the spot. Like, Nickelback has walked off stage like 100 times because people throw tomatoes at them. Like you can stop it. You can. And they should have, because it would have really prevented the loss of life there, at least helped. I didn't know what crowd crush was until today, and then I read all about it. That is an absolutely agonizing, horrible way to die. It is a slow, painful, miserable death. They were dying standing up. I can't even picture something like that, especially.
Yeah, it's like being suffocated as though you are. I mean, asphyxiation is like one of the worst ways to die. Like you're drowning by humans. Like it's literally you're drowning standing up with other fucking human beings that are like hugging you to death, pretty much.
Especially at a concert where you're supposed to be having fun. And it's not like the people in the crowd were maliciously pushing and shoving people. I'm not like blaming the crowd. This is a phenomenon that happens when the place is just too crowded, and people just standing next to each other is enough to start putting too much pressure on people up in the middle, and they just start suffocating because they can't catch their breath anymore. It's the same thing that happened at like the Hillsborough disaster, I think it was called. That was I think 97 people died there, and it was the same thing. It was a crowd crush. People in the back were occupying too much space, so the people in the middle were starting to get suffocated from it. It's not like the people at the back were pushing and shoving on everyone. It's just people at walking speed or even standing still, too close together, makes it so that way the people in the middle just get absolutely blasted. It happens with like a bottleneck situation, or if the venue is just genuinely not big enough to handle the capacity. Or another thing I was reading about was a crowd collapse, which is when someone falls over and then that leads to other people falling over and then they start dying from asphyxiation at the bottom of like that pile. I don't think that was the case here. From what I've been reading, it was truly crowd crush, and it's a truly awful and sad situation that was easily avoidable. The concert could have been stopped at any moment when the hundreds of people started alerting them to the problems and the people that were dying. But they decided to continue with the concert for the whole duration, and now we're left with 300 injured and 8 confirmed dead. Fucking tragic. Actually fucking awful. And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I got pretty upset reading about it, and that's about it. So, yeah.